I'm doing my review of this baby today. Little GPS drone. It's pretty cool. Hey, good morning everyone. Well, it looks like today is like RC plane day. I got planes flying around. Here's one that's, just look behind me. See them all going there? And you can see the guys out there. I gotta cross quickly. All right. So I'm gonna try not to interfere with them. And the reason I'm out here today is I have this drone here. It's called the X5. X5, and I think it's called the X5 Epik. So it's a GPS drone. It's got a camera with a lens that you can move up and down electronically. It has follow me, return to home. It has orbit mode. It's got a few other features that I'm going to try out here. It's got about an 18-minute run time with the battery, so I should have time to fly. See, I'm down here. See, I'm very smart. Look at this. I'm down here. There's all these metal poles. And the guys with the planes can't fly because they're going to buzz me if I'm out here. So anyways, they're back there. You can hear the planes up in the sky. And I'm going to fly over here. And hopefully none of us collide. All right, here we go. It's in GPS mode. So we have to calibrate the GPS, and that's pretty easy. There's the front. So I'm going to go 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And then hold it up and do the same thing. Once, twice, and 3 times, and there we go. GPS is calibrated, and we are ready to take off. How many satellites do I have? I have no satellites. Hey, where's my satellites? Oh, 7 satellites, 8 satellites. So if anybody wonders, these here little antennas on the back, these are for show. So they make a nice little stand when you put your controller down. So I'm all set to go. I'm going to turn on the video. So if you hold this down, 2 beeps. There we go. We're recording video, and this is the motors. Take off, get it above the metal poles. We're in GPS mode, and there we go. Now, right now the wind is blowing. It's blowing quite a bit. That my image is probably looking a little sideways. So I'm going to turn my camera to face over. You can see there's a drone flying by, but there we go. Now I'm facing into the wind, so I don't have as much breeze happening. All right, let's take her up. There we go. Now the cool thing on this is a little dial here that I can turn, and if I turn that, the camera is going to look down. So it's looking straight. So I can make it come to look down. I don't know if it goes yet. 90 degrees. There I am down there, and I can go back and look forward. You see, it has like sort of like a GoPro look to the camera. It's extremely wide angle. It's very powerful going against the wind. Oh no! I got a sec. Sergio's got a jet flying in the air, and here I am flying over him. And now with the wind blowing, I'm going to go into orbit mode. There we go. Yes, orbit. I've already preset the radius, so it does really nice. A lot of times people goof up the orbit mode because they don't set the radius. If you don't set the radius could be like massive, and if it's massive, well then it's going to go too far away. Obviously, I've screwed up. I set my radius very small. I always set them small. Small radius. So anyways, it's going around and around and around. So I got to try to stay in the middle. Here, I'll keep the small radius there so you can watch me. All right, there we go. So now there's the smaller radius, and you can see me in the center. This thing orbits. This is designed so that I can fly this drone out to some faraway location and put it in orbit mode, and it will just orbit around whatever I tell it to. It's that easy. I'll take it out of that. And the good thing is it's just a one-touch button. The same as with the follow me mode. So if I go and follow me, same thing. It's looking, and it wants to follow. See, the drone is up there. It wants to follow now my phone. So that's all it is. It's just looking for my phone. And if it gets messed up with the phone, well, then it's just going to move around. But it should keep my phone in the picture. So normally in follow me mode, what you'd like to do is keep it a little lower. I'll just go down, and I'll bring the camera up. There you go. Just above the metal posts here. All right, so now if I want it to follow me, I'll walk from one metal post to another. It should follow me. It's following my controller. Well, actually it's following my phone here. So I'm walking around this metal post. Will it follow me sideways? Yeah, it will just turn. It's going to take the shortest route no matter what to wherever I go. That's all it does. And a lot of people always ask this, what if I was riding a bike or something? Would it follow me? The answer is yes, it would. So let's say, see here, I'm just going to trot around this metal post here. this other one. And we're coming back. Does it have me in the picture? Don't hit the metal post, guys. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back. So my drone is someplace over there. I'm gonna hit return to home on here. There's my return to home button. It's getting kind of dark. Here we go. Hold it this way. And let's see what happens. There it is. It's already over me. It's a very fast drone. For the size of it, it's amazingly fast. I'll put the camera down so you can watch it come down looking at me. There it is. So it's got to come and land on this tiniest of landing pads. This is my little landing pad. I have a large one too, but here's the little one. Let's see how it does. I always love doing the return to homes because you see how accurate these drones are. They're like pretty much like a DJI drone without precision landing. So you'll get pretty much the same idea. If anybody's watched the Mavic 2 Pro, it has no precision landing and it usually lands within a foot or 3 feet from the landing pad. And this is no different. And there you see it's right there. So there's the landing pad. There's my little drone coming down. Just move my bag a little bit. And put my lens up because it's dirtied up my lens. There we go. And there we go. We're down. All right, still plenty of battery power left. Let's take off again. A lot of times people ask me about how good are these cameras for taking a picture. This is a 1080p video camera, so here we go. Snap a picture. There we go. Okay, since it's so windy here, I'm going to show you it without GPS. So here is the drone with GPS on. You see it up there? And I'm going to flick the switch and the GPS will go off. GPS off. And there it goes, flying against those poor people over there. So I have to lift it up and I got to fly it myself against the wind. So this is one of those few GPS drones that lets you fly in GPS mode or without GPS mode. So I'm out of GPS mode right now and you literally have to know how to fly. There we go. That beeping you hear is me getting a low battery warning. So if you look at what's on my video display, the drone is way over there. I'm going to shut off the controller. Off. So it's on low battery. It's got no signal from the controller. What's it going to do? Well, I'm hoping it's going to come back to me is what I'm hoping. And yes, thank God it is coming back. There it is. So if you fly and your battery runs low or you run out of range, it will come back home. Thank God that came back. I'm going to try something different. I've never tried this before. Say everything goes out or your batteries die in your controller and now you put new batteries in. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens. Here I go. I've turned that on. Will it reconnect? Can I hit this? Yeah, I reconnected. So there we go. So I have control again. There we go. So definitely a really cool looking drone. I do like the fact that it's silver. It does look like the Bugs drone and it does have the same camera. So it's got the same quality. I don't know if the price is the same. You'll have to check below, see if there's any discounts or whatnot. But yeah, nice all around drone. All right, I'm gonna land this baby because it's getting pretty chilly out here with the wind. The wind is just howling out here. All right, that's the best I can get. Yeah, it's too much wind. You can probably hear it in my mic too. The wind's just blowing all over the place. Here's a close-up of that nice little 1080p camera on this drone, which is actually, I thought it was actually pretty good. You know, for a 1080p camera, it actually works quite well. And it is electronic, as you saw. I can turn the dial on the controller and move this here camera up and down. Now, of course, when it's not powered on, if I try to move it up and down, it specifically says in the manual, if you do that, you will break the camera. Do not move this lens unless you do it electronically. All in all, what do I have to say? All in all, this is a really good drone. Look at the size of it. I'll put it by my head. It's pretty small. You know, my head, I think, is pretty large as it is, but the drone is actually not even as large as my head. I don't know if that's saying much, but for this little drone with all the technology that's built in, it is very much like a Bugs drone, but I do like the color of this one better than the Bugs drone. The silver they put on here, it's like a grayish silver. It actually looks quality-wise. It makes it look like it's much more expensive than it is, and it's not a super expensive drone for everything it does. Now, I was surprised that the battery itself, it's not very big. It's a pretty small battery, and it says it's only a 1800 milliamp battery. Well, actually 1800 is pretty decent. So I guess I can't complain about that. But in size, you know, right from the size and everything, it's pretty thin and small. But you get 18 minutes of flight time out of this battery. So at most, you don't even need 2 of these batteries. Even 1 can give you enough fun just flying around with this drone. Especially if you take it out of GPS mode, then you could have a blast because you can just whip that drone around anywhere you want. And I like the fact that it is very secure. If the drone goes out of range or if the controller loses signal, whatever, battery power, whatnot, well, then the drone comes back, as you saw in my video. And now a quick unboxing of the JJPRO Epik Follow Me brushless drone. These are really good drones. Top of the box shows you all the features of this drone. Inside the box we have the quick start guide and the instructions. Let's take a look at the drone itself. We see right here the drone has the very nice brushless motors and the propeller securing system that makes it easy to put the props on and off. Just unscrew that, prop flies on, take it off. You can get these props at any hobby store. Looking at the top, solid plastic, don't see anything there. The back is where the battery goes. We see some plastic around it here to protect it so that we don't power it on. If I yank that out, we can check out the battery right now. There we see the LiPo battery. It's a 7.4 volt, 1800 milliamp batteries. Taking a look at the bottom of the drone, we see no sensors, but we do see there's a 1080p camera. This camera is detachable. If you leave it on, you can see it's got a nice little rocker shock absorbing system. This gimbal right here, there's a little sticker. It is electric, so you control it from your remote and you can move the camera forward or looking downwards and back forward, which is pretty nice. You don't have to adjust it before you take off. You can adjust it in flight. Now you will notice it is not a 3-axis gimbal, so if your drone is doing this, your video image is doing this. So you have to fly very smooth with these drones, but they do take a really good picture. And here's a quick example to show you the range motion of the camera. I just plug in the battery, it will initialize itself. There's the camera down and it should face forward in a second. There we go. Also on the bottom you can see there's LED lights and the landing legs can be removed if you wish. Just undo that screw and you can take the landing legs off. Here we have the battery in the drone. Let's weigh it. 396 grams. Other items included in the box would be 4 spare propellers, cell phone connector for your controller, so you can attach your cell phone here and connect this to your controller. You can kind of see it here, that's a prop removal tool in case your hands are a little sweaty and you can't grip the prop. And right here, this is your little Phillips screwdriver. Included is your complete battery charging system, so you can charge up the battery and get out flying. And lastly, you have the controller itself. These antennas do nothing, so if you ever see me flying and I have the antennas like this, that's because these antennas are just for show. On the controller, you have your button to arm your motors right here. This is your takeoff and land button. That's your return to home button. That's your start your video and take a picture button. That's your GPS right here, on, off. And over here is your headless mode, on, off. On the back, these 2 buttons do nothing. But let's see how many batteries it requires. You require 4 AA batteries to get this thing operational, and those batteries are not included. So this brings me to the end of my review of the X5. There it is on the screen. I'm going to put a link below to where you can buy it. It's off the TomTop website, and I believe there might be a coupon. I could be right, I could be wrong. Take a look below and see if there's any coupons so you can get a discount. And with all that said, I'll end this video by saying thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button because I have tons of reviews of drones coming, all the way from the $20 drones all the way up to like the $5,000 drones. So you're always going to see something on this channel that's pretty cool. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.